Hey guys, it's Gus, and they just announced the new lockbox coming with Mod 25 today. And I wish I didn't spend my keys on the previous lockboxes. This one's looking pretty darn good, and I'm going to explain why. But before we do, I want to give a big shout out to Erkalynn, and I'm going to leave a link to her channel below. If you enjoy Neverwinter, you'll probably enjoy her channel. She's an Xbox player, has all the credentials, web hacker on multiple tunes, Tiamat Toppler, which is probably the hardest achievement to get in the game. Really good all around player, friendly, fun to watch. I recommend you visit her channel. And if you like her, give her a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Okay, so the new lockbox came out today. And I just mentioned that I wish I didn't spend my previous keys. Well, here is why. So, the new trial's coming out. And if anybody's watched anything on the new trial, it's looking brutal. And when I say brutal, it's making Tom look like it's going to be a cakewalk and Zerial looking like it's going to be a RTQ. It looks that challenging. And you're probably going to want your max build if you're going to try to go in there and actually beat it unless we find some workaround, but it appears they're not going to let that happen. So if you look at my build and my mounts, the tunnel vision's been out forever. Ferocity's been out since before I think I've even started the game. Companions, Pseudo Dragon, Neverwinter Night. Mintz is probably the oldest companion. It came out 2 summers ago, so it's almost 2 years old. Baturi's been out forever. Raptor's been out forever. Alchemist has been out forever. I think Neverwinter Night and Mintz came out around um, Valenhoss, or I'm sorry, Avernus, not Valenhoss. I've been using the same companions and mounts for almost 2 years now, and none of the lockboxes have given any mounts or companions that would improve our build. Well, my build, anyways. But this new lockbox is going to change that twofold. So my original plan with this trial was to go augment companion. And I know a lot of players who have been following my channel will know I've been a big proponent, a big advocate for striking companions for years now. And this new dungeon is brutal, and it's not how much damage you can do really, it's how long you can survive for. And the way we run now, like this is my current build for MTOS basically. I'm running with 24% awareness and almost 40% defense. And I think in the new trial, it's going to get chewed up, at least while we learn it. Once we master the trial and start, trivializing it, we'll probably can go back down to these stats. But for right now, you want to be surviving. You want to be that guy who keeps dying because you're holding the whole group back. Well, this new lockbox announced two new mounts and companions, and the mount's amazing. It has a four insignias, and what that fourth insignia does is there's about I think 6 different insignia bonuses we can get right now, but one of them gives you 5k, 5,000 crit strike rating if your stamina is between 25 and 75%. Well, that's 2 dashes, and I'm always moving, always. And then I use Steel Breeze and get 20% back. So I'm probably gonna have a very super high uptime on there. So there's 5,000 ratings that I'm full on that I can put into defense now or awareness. And they also announced a new mount, and this mount is the best equip bonus probably they've ever released. So if you go to mounts and you go to your equip bonus, I'll give you an example of Runic Manticore. And I'll explain why to the newer players why Runic Manticore and wherever I can find it. Let's see if I can. So there's the Runic Aura, and there's also, I think it's called like Mythic. I think I got it. Maybe I don't. I think, oh, there we go. Mystic Aura. These are the two auras we have in the game. And most equip bonuses give us 4,500 stats. So this one gives us 4,500 stats. But what Mystic and Runic Ore does is it gives you 4,500 stats and gives everybody in the 10-man trial 4,500 stats. So instead of equipping a bonus that gives you 4,500 stats, you're giving the group 45,000 stats. That's why every MTOS and every trial is basically using both the Runic and Mystic Aura. But you can only use one. So typically, what you normally see in the groups I've joined, anyways, is the tank will be on like Mystic and the healer will be on a Runic or whatever. But this new one coming out is giving 4,500 stats, and it stacks. It has a diminished return though. So the if you do the first one, it will give the group 45,000 stats. The second one will give the group 22,500 stats. The next one will give 11,250 stats if I just did my math right. And it gets lower and lower to where it becomes not usable. So what I foresee in the new trial, again, we don't know a lot about this trial, but what I think we know is having two of them in the group will be optimal. So that's gonna be 6,750 more stats we get. And again, one offense, one defense, one's awareness, and the other is I forget which. It doesn't matter because I can adjust my stats with companion gears and enchantments and armor reinforcement kits to fit those. So now we're getting a best in slot mount equip bonus. We're getting a best in slot. Well, that was the only thing I discussed. So we got this new mount bonus, which looks amazing. And then I discussed that I haven't changed my companions in years. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this Neverwinter Knight and replace it with the new companion. My damage will go down ever so slightly. I'm guessing between 1 and 2%. But I'm gaining almost 6,000 stats, so I can put it into defense and awareness again. So now, instead of running an augment and losing the damage from your striking companion, I'm going to keep a striking companion and not be a glass cannon and have my ratings around 50% or so. We'll see for sure when they get released next Tuesday. So I want that mountain companion. I haven't wanted a mountain or companion in this game for a long time, unless it was for collection points. But for my build, I want it. And I've been saving Zen for a long time, and I'm probably going to use it. So what I'm going to do between now and then is if you go to your tunes, your alts, hopefully you have some, and you can get 5 of these a day, I believe. You just invoke, just like that. Your first one doesn't give you a invocation blessing bag, celestial bag. It's called the celestial bag of refining. So these things right here. So you open it, and these have a chance of dropping a 20% off coupon. So I'm going to be stacking these up so I can use the Zen that I've been getting through the Zen exchange. By the way, my order came in about a week and a half ago. It took 59 days. So on PS4, we can get a roughly 150,000 Zen a year without paying any cash. But you don't want to waste it if you don't have to. And I think it's going to be put to good use for the new trial, but I want to minimize how much Zen I spend. So I'm going to be getting these coupons. And if you notice, when you go through your, the loading takes longer than invoking. You just go like that, and I already did it. It's that fast, and you can just start pumping through your companions. So I need these. I need these prayer bags because I need those coupons. I know there is a 40% off coupon, but that's only for one key. Yeah. I have a feeling because I really want this companion amount that I'm not going to get it in the first few tries. And what normally happens with the mounts and companions is generally they go down, right? So if we go here and look at companions, the cheapest mythic companion in the game is the current one. And look, it's like, shoot, sorry, come on. So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go to buyout. It's under 900K. there's a I have this feeling in my stomach that says this new companion is going to be expensive and it's going to stay expensive for a long time, as well as the mount. Well, the mount probably for sure because the mount is probably going to be sought after for just about everybody who's serious with their build, not just the people planning on running the new trial. The companion is actually probably going to be a DPS loss, so it's not going to be needed outside anywhere but the new trial. We don't know what damage it does. That's irrelevant. That's not why I want it. I want it for the equip bonus, and I want the mount for the mount equip bonus as well. So that's what I'm doing. I'm invoking between now and next Tuesday when that lockbox comes out. Uh, if you're spending cash, there's a thing called buyer's remorse. and you might spend a lot of cash and not get any of those companions. Um, or you might get those and they might not really help your build out. This is strictly for the new trial that I'm looking at it for. So if you don't really need it for the new trial, maybe you don't need to be as aggressive getting these companions amounts as I'm going to be. And who knows, they could drop in price as well. Well, there's my opinion on the new lockbox. I think I made myself pretty clear. And feel free to visit Erkalynn's channel. I'm going to leave her channel in the comments below. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.